Okay, we're going to revise some of the basic formatting, and also we're going to learn how to calculate averages using spreadsheet. Okay, we've got a very simple spreadsheet here showing the sales of individual newspapers from our newsagents uh, over each week. So as we can see here, the Sun has sold 342 copies in week 1, 510 in week 2, 543 week 3, and so on. Now, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do the merge and center, make sure that the sales there are nice and spread out across the top of the 4 columns. I'm going to highlight here, where it says number 2, that highlights the whole row, okay? And I'm going to make that bold and underlined so I can see that they're headings. And I'm going to highlight these numbers here and I'm going to align them in the center. Okay, that's how quick and easy it is just to tidy up the formatting. Again, sales there, make that bold. Okay, the object of this exercise is to make sure that we can calculate the average. So say we wanted to know what the average of our totals, average of all our sales in week 1 was. It's very easy to do. We're going to start a function or a formula. The easiest way to do that, well, the way to do that is by pressing the equals button. And then we're going to type average, average. Okay. And I'm going to click there. So the average has popped up. And it's going to ask me, it's now asking me to choose which cells we're going to calculate the average from. So I'm just going to highlight those there. And I'm going to close the bracket because it's opened a bracket. And close the bracket, press enter. Okay, now we can see that the average has now been calculated for us. So the mean, that is the arithmetic mean, is the same as adding those 5 numbers up there and divided by 5 to give us the answer. And of course, I can copy that along. I can put the average in there, there, and there. I could do the same thing again, or I could just do the drag and fill and copy that along. Now, just so that we can see what those numbers are, I'm going to put them in the middle, make them a bit clearer. I'm going to put them in bold, and I'm going to type average. I'm going to set that to the right, and I'm going to put it in italic as well. Over here, I'm going to create a total, and I'd like you to simply do the sum again. Now, if I press equals, over here you can see the functions are listed. So you can, instead of typing average like we did before, I could have just chosen average there, but I'm going to do sum this time. Click sum, and it's going to say which ones do you want to do. Well, I'm going to highlight those there, press enter, and we've got the sum. Drag down. Okay, and those are the sum totals, total sales. So for example, we can see that the Sun total over those 4 weeks is that there. Again, I'm going to put those in center alignment. Now, if I wanted to do this with an average as well, and I've forgotten to put the average in, what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a column. I'm going to click there on the G. I'm then going to right click, so I'm using the right mouse button, and it brings up the context menu here, and it says insert. And when I click on it, it simply moves everything over to the right, and it gives me another column to play with. And this time I'm going to type average, give that a heading, and I click equals, I'm going to select it from the menu up here, average, okay, and then drag down. Now, the total here, of course, hasn't updated because I don't want to have the total including the average. That wouldn't make sense. The total there is still the same. It's still the total of C3 to F3, C3 to F3. So that's still quite correct. I could add all of those totals up there. Choose the sum. Okay, that would give me a final total. Okay, that's that one. Well done.